Hey guys, happy Monday and welcome back. So as I'm watching here, CNR, which is one of our embarrassing top 3 lead gappers, and I saw this flush around 10:14 or so. I thought, this is probably a good sign that other tickers might start selling off too. I usually don't like when top gainers sell off like this, and I have kind of a cut right here in my mouth, so I don't know if I'm talking weird or not, but I feel like I'm talking weird right now because it hurts. Yeah, I have like a little lisp right now. Anyway, seeing top gainers like this flush is always a bad sign. And that's exactly how I actually ended up losing most of my money today. I got stuck in one of those flushes on CEAD. Initially, it was our top gainer, but it had a nice breakout. It pulled back, typically a great buy entry, and then it had a huge flush. And that kind of really set the precedence for the rest of the trading day today, where we weren't really getting a lot of follow through. And that's what made today really tricky. Luckily, I did crawl out of that hole, but I pretty much spent my whole trading day just crawling out of this hole. And it wasn't really that big of a loser. I just never really sized up, and we never really had that many great opportunities for me to make back my money. Usually, if I'm taking a $400 loss or even like an $800 loss, which right now is probably, like a 5-10% loss based on my average position size because my position size is so long. But usually that dollar amount is a fairly small amount, and I could get that back quickly. But right now it's a bit more of a struggle because I am sizing down until we see the market heat up a little bit more. I feel like sometimes trading right now is a little bit me just trying to keep the rust off and trying to be active in the markets, so I'm ready for when it reverses. Otherwise, if you just take off too long, you might miss it or be a little bit rusty by the time you come back. I will be taking Friday off though today. Monday next week is President's Day, so I'm going to be taking that Friday off, so make it a 4-day weekend. Just a little bit heads up. So this is a 4-day week already for me. For most people, it's going to be a 5-day week, but I just want to take that Friday off as well. So let's actually go back here and talk about CEAD and check out what we've been seeing. So this ticker is a recent IPO. You don't want to look at this price because this was a different stock at the time. So it IPO'd somewhere around here, IPO price around 318 or 320, and then it's sold off, and today we're having a little bit of a bottom bounce in this engulfing candle. So usually not the best chart pattern to be looking at, but at least there's a little bit of support coming in. That's good to see. Let's see, building products, shares 1.6 million shares outstanding and a 4.1 million market cap. So very, very small ticker overall. And usually those stats are what I'm liking to see. The problem with this ticker is if you look to the left, so this is where I traded it pre-market, but if you look to the left, it had a recent flush here and a big flush here. And when I saw that, I instantly was like, oh, this ticker's probably going to be sketchy. I should watch out. Monday morning, a little tired, maybe a little rusty. I still take the trade. Luckily I do smaller size on it, but I take my loss on it. And that was kind of silly because I instantly knew this was a ticker that I probably should not be trading. This is basically what I saw. On the 5-minute, this ticker pops up here, and on the 1-minute it looks like this, and all I see to the left is this kind of shaky, flushy price action. And usually that's a big warning sign that I did not yield to as much as I should have, and I got instantly burned for that. So boom, lesson learned, or I guess you could say lesson reinforced. Again, yeah, this ticker then pulls back. I see here I didn't get a full size, so I kind of held it a little bit longer. I eventually got my full size here, looking for that continuation. We didn't get it, and I got stuck in this flush right here, which doesn't even look that bad. I had a pretty good entry, but this is like a 10% move in 2 candles. So I took this whole flush right here, and then I just closed it out, cut my losses, and it continued selling off. So this was a pretty brutal percentage loser. Luckily, size-wise, was really small, but just a really frustrating way to start the day. So I was like, okay, well, boom, I just took a 10% loss. I'm down, $400. Luckily, very small size, so that wasn't bad. I mean, if I was using normal size or the size I would like to be using in a hotter market, that would have been like $1,000 to $2,000 loss, just like that. So that's why I size down in these kind of bad conditions, because you just don't get that much opportunity. And oftentimes you get stuck in these kind of nasty moves. With Space, very quick trade here. Only made $5 on it. It's not even really worth talking about. I just did a really quick bottom bounce, and for some reason my ticker or my trade's not popping up, but it was right here. The stock was selling off. I knew there was huge support around $8. I started buying some, and then I just sold on this first pop. Actually ended up being a 4% rally. Who would have thought? But a lot of these swing trades that we're looking at are actually rallying nicely, and they're rallying more than it shows here because they were all pretty much started off red. So they had nice 3 to 4% bounces. The overall market is kind of wishy-washy right now. It looks like overall it's red. Nasdaq up just a little bit more. Yeah, overall not an ideal trading day. I just took those quick profits and left. I could have let it ride and I could have used bigger size. I used tiny size, but I kind of just wanted to see like if I had the right mindset. Sometimes I just need like a little bit of a green trade or a scratch trade to, erase the thoughts of the big red trade. So that's pretty much what that was. And then KAVL, let's see what this one is. I'm up 50 bucks on it, kind of a small. I think I only did one trade on it. Let's start on the daily here. And yeah, this has been a multi-day runner. We've been seeing this ticker a lot. We have big resistance around 2.8, so keep that in mind. It's a distributor company, 28 million shares outstanding, 69 million market cap, really, really nice. And the crazy thing about this ticker is it just keeps, trending here to the upside, and I haven't seen any real news about this ticker. So I'm a little bit weary trading it for sure. Maybe it's just a bit of a short squeeze or something, but I don't know. I'm not super optimistic that it's going to break this $3 zone, although that's a lot of buyers that came in here, a lot of volume, so that looks pretty good, but we've gotten rejected off this area so many times, so I'm not super optimistic. Now on the 5 minute, you can see this ticker had a huge sell-off. So it had kind of like a morning rally and then just sold off so aggressively, and that's why I bought it around 2-3. There's big support in this area, but I wasn't really able to nail the move fully. I started accumulating and took profits fairly quickly. And yeah, there wasn't that much of a move to really milk, especially on a backside ticker. I'm not super excited about those. So yeah, that was pretty much all I had on that one. And then luckily KSCP popped up. I'm up 30.60 on this one. Some good opportunities, but it was still less than I would hope for. And I actually missed one of the better moves on it. So this ticker, also recent IPO, kind of very hectic. Big sell off here, found support, now having a bottom bounce. They have a really nice contract here, contract winner. I do like contract winners. Those are some of my favorite, but the overall bounce just really isn't that much. I mean, it's only up 25% today, so that's really, really small. 14 million shares outstanding, 112 million market cap. Okay, so it's maybe a little bit bigger market cap than we're usually trading, but that's fine. And then here you can see pre-market had this really quick 30% move, and then it sold off pretty much and gave back everything. So I thought KSCP was done, especially after seeing something like CEAD that had the similar move where it just sold off. But then it popped back up, and I got a little bit of this move, and then it consolidated, making a bit of a bull flag here, and then it rallied again. So let's see how I traded that. And coming here to the 1 minute, you can see this red to green move. This was the morning panic, 7%, and then it popped up here, and this was really nice. I actually ended up trading this breakout here, which was pretty good. I did a little bit of a pop trade right here, a little VWAP, 9 EMA support. This was still technically a front side move, maybe ranging, you can argue. That's why I took profits so quickly. But then it popped up here and made a really nice pullback, and with good volume, really, really nice volume. And this is where I wish I got a little bit more aggressive. Instantly popped up again. And that's I really missed this one. This was a perfect move here, up 9% or so. That could have put me up, $400 or $500 in that one trade alone. So I really missed that opportunity. I did a few of these pullback trades, but I always took profits really quickly because I know everyone was thinking about CEAD and how it flushed so hard. So I wasn't really trying to look for a home run. I was just taking my base hits, which actually worked pretty good. And right now it is trying again, having these quick moves to the upside, but I'm kind of nervous at this point. We're going to get stuck in a flush and have these fake out breakouts like we just saw. So I'm not super excited. And I think CNR was a little bit of an indicator for that, where it looks like there was a bit of weakness here and, the ticker fell through. So I don't know, maybe I could have got green on the day, made like 100 or 200 today. But I feel like it wasn't the day to keep trying to make money because it's just so easy to give back in this kind of market where you're just getting a little wishy-washy action. And if you're not careful, you get stuck in one of these flushes. And just like that, 6% down from the top. Or in the case of CEAD, where it has this 10% flush in 2 minutes. And then in total, I mean, look at this. This was like an 18-20% move. And to the bottom from the top, I mean, that's a 35% move. So really nasty. And now this ticker almost has no volume. It did have a little spike here, but I mean, I just wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden you had another like 8% flush. So I don't know. I feel like there's more risk than reward out there at the moment. So it's probably not the best day for me to keep gunning it. I'm pretty happy that today was pretty much a neutral day for the fact that, I got stuck in a big loser. So I guess I really can't complain. I guess I got a free reinforced lesson to always look to your left. That's the most important thing you can do because price action usually does tend to repeat or rhyme a little bit. And I'm always very weary on tickers that flush. And yeah, I just wasn't weary enough today. I guess a little bit of extra optimism from Monday morning, but it goes to show, always stick to your rules, always stick to your kind of lessons. And every time you don't, you usually learn why you do have those rules and lessons. and those gut feelings. So, and at least I was able to share my lesson today with you guys, so that's always an extra bonus on top. So don't forget to drop a like on the way out. Consider subscribing if you're new. We'd love to have you part of the channel. Check out my portfolios here. I'll see you guys then first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.